It is finally here. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to Siege Survival Gloria Victis, a game we've been waiting for since we tried the demo about a month ago, and now is being hailed with very positive reviews on Steam. I'm happy to see that, as I really enjoyed what I saw of this game in the demo, and now today we get to jump into the main story mode. But also there's many other modes in this game too. Check it out, all the different types of customization options and the ability to do different things and also challenge yourself or others by building your own custom scenarios. Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and today's video is sponsored by Co-Media. My bad, I misspoke. It's Black Eye Games, the developer of Siege Survival Gloria Victis. That sponsored today's video. Anytime I mention Co-Media, it's Black Eye Games. All right, back to the video. Who has, graciously offered us the opportunity to check this one out, and I was really happy with the demo, and now we finally get to see the game in all of its glory. There's a story mode, quick start mode, explorer modes. There's a day-night cycle in the game. We have to scavenge and try to survive during the night to have our troops fight during the day, as the enemy, we're on the receiving end of a massive military invasion, and it's going to be on us, the civilians, to try to help out our soldiers in order to fight back and continue to hold as the enemy continues to siege. Many different game modes here, including just defender mode, getting straight right into fighting rather than worrying about so much of this story if you want to. But many other options, and that is a good thing to see. We're going to jump right into the story mode, play the main scenario with 2 survivors, but there are options, again, to pretty much go into any mode you want and to make your own stuff. If you're not happy with the scavenger mode and you want to make your own scavenger mode, make it harder and more brutal, you can definitely do that, or send it to a friend. That'd be pretty cool. All right, let's jump into the story mode at Idring's Last Stand. That's the name of our castle or our city. So let's go. Glory to Raptoria down below in the comments section, and if you haven't already, make sure you check down below too to download this one with the links down below comment section or the description too, if you'd like to jump on and give this one a try for yourself. I believe the demo's still up too, but highly recommended. And again, those Steam reviews showing that it's quite good. Very good survival game, I must say. Let's jump into the story. Here we go. It is the 6th day, summer of the year 1205, Kingdom of Midland. We were just starting harvest when the emirs struck out of nowhere, catching us off guard. Horns of war sounded through Idring, and the smoke-filled city streets ran red with the blood of its citizens. The savage warriors from Karlgard had invaded our home. The town guard fought bravely, but the Isamirs were too many. Before long, the raiders were in the main square and the city center stood in flames. All we could do was send a messenger out to summon aid, while protecting the outnumbered guards focused on protecting... So in our demo, we tried to protect the fleeing citizens, but let's say that they defended the workers who were trying to salvage supplies. Knowing the fate of the castle depends on food stocks, the guards gave their lives to help salvage as much as possible. Would the extra supplies help us survive the siege? It was not up to the rest of us to ensure the sacrifice would not be squandered. The bloodshed continued unabated. Street by street, square after square, the Isamirs overran the city, murdering anyone who didn't escape in time. Then they prepared their war engines, smashing the gate connecting the town and the castle. We thought that things couldn't get any worse when... Last time we said that we glimpsed a monstrous figure in the demo, so let's change it up and go with the barracks were destroyed. Anyone still able to carry a blade was offered to ready themselves for defense of the Bastion. Alas, a tremendous boulder crashed down onto the barracks. The ceiling collapsed, killing and wounding many men still trapped inside. Our defense would be that much weaker. Continue. We took shelter in the keep and took stock of the situation. Supplies were limited. No doubt the Isamirs would soon attack again. The castle, the only part of Idring still uncaptured, was now under siege, and it was up to us to support our soldiers as they fight to stave off the enemy until relief comes. The Bastion must hold. Whew. Those are some tough terms, man. Yeah, so you get to kind of choose your own adventure at the start a little bit. Nice that you have some options to do so. Oh, look at that. We got ourselves some achievements already. We're doing good, I hope. Welcome to Siege Survival Gloria Victis. Move your character by clicking left mouse button, WASD. Go to the man sitting by the castle wall to talk to him. Well, thank you. Let's get a look at the situation around us. So it looks like there's things that we can salvage. There's rubble piles in which we might be able to find food, and there's a well there, so maybe we can get water. There's some pigs nearby, so if we can feed them, we can get some meat. Same with the chickens. We might be able to get some eggs from them, and maybe meat. And there's areas for us to build beds and get rest, as well as an area over here where we can then trade with the soldiers coming to this area to try to get supplies from us to further the fight. And it looks like a trebuchet that might be able to possibly be fixed, or an area that we could use to defend from as the enemy's closing in on the castle. We need more wood. We should get some from the rubble. Well, first let's go to our friend over here and see what he has. Looks like our person's name is Flint. Oh, but we can rename them if we want. He's a worker. Never thought my life could completely change in just a day. Yesterday I was simply doing my work around the animals, and now I'm in the ruins of a castle surrounded by a savage invader, hoping relief will come. May the Forefather protect us in these desperate times. Well, looks like we have somebody here to talk to. You recognize the man before you. It's Bertram, a local carpenter. You're relieved to see he survived, and it's clear, however, the events of the last day have scarred him in some terrible way. He just sits there, seemingly unaware of your presence, shivering and pressing his hand to his chest. Examine him. As you check him for wounds, you notice something in his tightly clenched hand. It's a small, scorched doll. You suddenly realize he just lost his family. There's nothing you can do for this kind of pain. Still, perhaps a warm meal might snap him out of the state of shock. However, the kitchen was destroyed by Ishamir trebuchets. You'll have to build a fireplace first. With all the debris around, you surely have no difficulty finding firewood and other useful materials. Well, I assume that's just sticks and stones, or maybe some sort of wood. Prepare a warm meal for Bertram. Find materials needed to build a stump and a sawhorse, or with a sawhorse. Okay. Let's go here and look for booty. We should craft more arrows for the soldiers. I agree. We got a lot to do. We got to take care of ourselves and our army and our pigs and chickens. Essentially, we have like a secret base that's hidden from the enemy. Items. The items you just collected from the debris are in the center window. You can move them by pressing left mouse button or dragging them around, taking the context to the right mouse button. Ah, there we are. Well, we definitely want to take all fibers and wood. That's important. Build a stump with a sawhorse and chop wood into firewood. All right, let's go to build. Oh, looks like we can upgrade this building. Oh, this is a storehouse here, so we'll be able to put all of our food and such inside. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can build something then. Anything in yellow could be hit by an enemy projectile, and anything blue is secure because of the extra extension of the wall. I doubt that they're going to hit this, though, and it's not that important, so let's save that valuable space, and we'll build our little sawhorse over here. And we'll have our friend Flint build that. Get to it then, my friend. Excellent. It's been a great year, by the way, for a lot of medieval games out there, so it's definitely a delight to see this one in kind of more of a survival format. And this is really like a strategy game where this is like absolute desperation, and I like that. This is where you can craft new items. Once you select a scheme, you can see its properties on the right. Okay. Some schemes have a few alternative ingredients, vegetables instead of eggs, for example. You can change the ingredient to be listed in the arrow. Oh, that's great. So if we have, you know, a couple of carrots and eggs, we can mix that all together rather than having to have it be like eggs and meat, that type of thing, or whatever. Okay, well, that's cool. Well, let's go ahead and make firewood then. We're chopping wood now with the stump. Very nice. Okay, and now we can find some raw food. I think we did before with that animal carcass, but we should be able to find something in the rubbles around the area here. Or maybe we can find some in the storehouse. Or behind us. Oh, this is literally sacks of grain. Okay. We need a fireplace to cook meals. True. We need to definitely get that ready. We have rotten food, materials, fibers, and 2 eggs. So we might be able to make a couple of scrambled eggs for our friend. Build a fireplace using the storehouse. All right, back to the storehouse again. So we'll have our friend to go back to build a fireplace. Used to cook meals. Schemes, meals. Okay, cool. Let's build that over here by our friend. We'll put it maybe here on the corner. There we go. Yeah, so all of our characters are survivors who come back here. This is basically our castle within the castle. The enemies definitely hit a lot of things hard, and they'll continue to fire shells at us. But this is really our base of operations to save all of our troops. Give them supplies and maybe other things too. Maybe bring them here if they've been heavily wounded and try to get them some medical attention. We'll have to see. Okay, now we can make some meals. So let's go ahead and try to make a meal with an egg and firewood that we made. And we will finally be able to have something for our friend Bertram. Now, nighttime is approaching, and as night comes, we'll have the cover of darkness in order to go out and look for supplies. Let's go ahead and give something to him. Bertram is exactly where you left him, shivering and pressing his tattered doll to his chest. His eyes stare absently, pain frozen on his face. It's as though his mind just can't escape what must have been his darkest moment. Let's give him something to eat. He barely notices your presence, but you manage to make him eat bite after bite. You can see life coming back to him finally. He puts down the empty bowl and falls asleep. It's safe to guess he hasn't once shut his eyes since yesterday. Let him rest. Bertram's recovery would be so much better if he had a simple bed, which you could build with materials lying in the streets. The gate connecting to the city castle is damaged, but you recall there's a secret passage leading to the city market. You could use it and look for some supplies under the cover of night. But wait a minute. Who's that man standing by the gate leading to the Bastion? Oh, must be a friendly soldier. He's waving at us, it looks like, in the screen. Let's go chat with him. Hello, sir. The soldier standing before you is covered in blood, his eyes dim with exhaustion, the tunic on his armor torn to shreds. Only once he speaks you recognize Galvic, an experienced garrison member, known and liked by the citizens for his cordial attitude. He's stunned speechless by the loss of his aunt and nieces, yet another blow falling on a man already exhausted. But there's no time to grieve. Ismirs will attack soon, he says. We must resupply before it happens. Then he reveals that a group of soldiers is searching through the city as well. They still haven't come back. That's why he needs your help. What do you need? We need arrows, he says. Quite a lot of them. Of course, it would take days to craft them from scratch, but how about the Boyer's workshop in the city? That's your chance. Hurry, says Galvic. All our lives depend on you. He returns to the Bastion. Okay, bye. He just waves. Okay, bye. Alright, our goals then are to scout enemy lines, sleep on the ground, and sleep in a bed. And also scavenge the city. Or at least these are things that we can do eventually in the future. So we'll be able to gather intel on the enemy, and then maybe go to sleep once we build a bed when we get back. Let's go ahead and go outside. So here's the map of the city. Every place that we can go, different districts within the walls of the city and then the walls of the castle itself. Here we can make preparations before entering the city. On the top right corner, you can see the backpack of the selected character. Oh, yeah, so we can bring extra items with us, and here's some supplies that we have with us that we can keep track of. If we need more of something, we'll know by taking a look at that. If we need more wood or more tools, that type of thing. Torches, shovels, and weapons would be a useful choice. That is true. Finding those is very important. Let's see. A source of light can also be used to burn away rotting corpses. Oh, interesting. Let's give that a try. Unfortunately, we don't have a shovel, which would be incredibly useful, but we might be able to craft one eventually. Looks like our locations are Temple of the Forefather. Looks like there's plenty of building materials, textiles, and greens, as you would imagine. Some areas are also under heavy watch of the enemy, so we need to be careful about where we go. There's many different regions to try to go to here. Tar Smoker's Isle, for example, being one of them. And I think we are somewhere in the middle, I believe. Somewhere around here. Unless there's, maybe we're up here instead. Oh, I think actually we're right here. Yes. Because there's the Bastion, I believe, is up here. Where that gate leads to. And then here's that broken bridge. Ah, yeah, and there's the pigsty and the chickens there. So the enemy could find their way up here through this pass. It looks like there's some trees or bushes blocking it. There's a gate there. Or they could rebuild the bridge and come across. Or there could be a naval landing here, and they could hit the Bastion from either side. Maybe three sides if they build a pontoon bridge here, or if there's already a bridge. There's so many ways for them to go. I think we should start at the marketplace, though. That might be a good one. Yeah, we'll select this area and go to the marketplace. Let's go. Many things to consider as we try to defend ourselves and do what's best for the soldiers. You've entered the despoiled city below the castle. You can move faster by double-clicking the left mouse button, but be warned, running is louder, and this is a city under occupation. Good idea to move carefully and mind your surroundings. Alright, let's see what we can find now. So that allows us to go back to the castle. Let's search around a little bit. We need to find wood, cloth, fibers, search for arrows, and find the bowyer's house. Let's see if we can collect some resources here. Wow, the city is destroyed. Things are on fire. Not good. There's also enemy troops to be mindful of. Valuables and wood. Take all. Great that we found that. This may be what we're looking for here. Let's just gather more supplies. Materials and wood. Excellent. Well, we got the wood that we needed. Now we just need more fibers. Let's see if we can go inside. You found the bowyer's workshop. Needless to say, the Isamirs have been here. The building has been scorched and looted. Its owner hangs from a nearby tree. Oh yeah, we saw him outside. A dozen arrows sticking from his body. As you gaze on the destruction, a chilling wind reminds you why you're here. Find arrows for the soldiers. Only one way to find out. Step inside. You crawl through the devastated workshop looking for the precious arrows amongst piles of broken parts and burnt-out furniture. Time passes, but you can't find any. Just as you're about to give up, you spot a flash in the dark. Under a broken roof beam. Could it be? Yes. Arrows for the Bastion defenders. You try pulling them out, but they seem stuck under the broken beam. You pull and pull until they're all yours. Suddenly, the dislodged beam collapses on top of you with all of its weight. Pain shoots through your whole body. It takes you ages to get free. As you leave the workshop, you see something has changed. The bowyer's corpse has been taken down. An old woman leans over the body in a shade of a tree. She's sobbing, exhausted, and you guess she must be his mother. She'd risked her life to cut her son down and bury him in a shallow grave. The woman struggles to move him, but she hurts herself with an axe under his belt. Take the axe and walk away, or help her bury the corpse. Let's help her. The woman is startled to see you approach, but she sees the relief in her. You see the relief in her eyes as she realizes you want to help. Once the corpse is buried, she gives you a small sack and walks away into the dark. Alright, more valuables and more arrows. Excellent. Oh, there goes the birds, as the body is no longer hanging from the tree. Wonder where the grave is. Maybe over here? Who knows? Let's go over to this pile. We need to double-click to run. There's not a lot of enemy soldiers around. We've got to be out of here by daytime. Otherwise, we'll be spotted by anybody from anywhere. Ah, good. Fibers. And now we just need to find cloth, so let's keep looking. Anything and everything we can grab is probably a good idea. Looks like we'll be able to explore more of this area too if we clear the rubble out, so coming back here several times might be a good option. Vegetables remain fresh until they're picked from the ground. Ah, so if we leave vegetables growing here, we can come back later to get them, and we can basically store them by remembering where they are on the map and then gathering them when we need food. Well, that sounds promising, that pile of wheat and straw. Greens and herbs and more fibers. Interesting. More rubble. And we found materials and also wood. Good. Very good. What is this at the bottom? Flint is wounded, requiring bandages and rest. Ah, yes. Of course, from our adventure at the bowyer's house, taking some damage from the beam. Wonder if we can light our torch. Ah, there we go. Maybe we can find more things if we can see better while we're searching. Some more wood and fiber. Good. Flint's backpack is full. Oh. We can only stack wood to 5. So taking that torch with us also took an extra space. Well, Can be chewed to kill hunger, cure illness and poisoning. Farmed in the garden plot. Well, that sounds pretty important. I guess we'll leave the wood here, and if we find cloth, we'll trade it for something else. Maybe we can leave some of the wood here. Maybe we can create piles that we can come back from in a later date. Like, for example, if we find all the wood here, maybe we can leave it in one specific pile and then come back later and get it. Oh. There's a corpse that's in the way. Let's go get that out of the way. Okay, we can burn the corpse and see if there's good items up here on top of the gallows, it looks like. Or a chopping block, or what is that? Oh, it looks like maybe a chopping block. Can we walk through here now? Actually, yeah, I forget what they call. Oh, the stocks. The stockade, maybe. More wood and green herbs. Let's just take what we can. Oh, I have a feeling enemy troops are going to be around any second. Ah, finally, we found cloth. And damaged light armor. We can give that to our troops. Let's see if we can leave things here. Okay, take this. And we still need the wood. Materials sound very useful. Herbs I don't want to bring back. Leave here. I want to bring those back. Oh, the only thing we can leave is probably just the vegetables. Hate to do it, but armor seems a little more important right now, especially if our troops are about to get into a fight. We'll come back later. Okay, we're full. Let's return to the castle. I agree. Looks like Bertram is back on his feet. Let's go check in with him. So it seems like in the game so far, there's like 3 elements to the game. 1 of managing our base, 2 of scavenging and bringing back materials, and 3 of an overall strategic planning of what the story is happening in front of us and what we might need to do in order to fight against the unplannable or unimaginable. It seems Bertram is feeling much better. The loss of his family had a crushing impact on him that time can only fully heal. Nonetheless, finally, Carpenter has recovered from his shock and is ready to rejoin the fight. Flint, right? He asks. I remember you visiting my workshop once or twice with Galvic. Thank you for your help. I think we should take care of the animals and find fresh water. Bertram is right. Fresh water is paramount. In a stroke of bad luck, the castle well took a direct hit from trebuchets. Still, maybe if you can clear away the debris, you might be able to repair it somehow? You've got to try. Alright, you've unlocked a second character. We can switch between them with tab, left mouse button, or clicking on their portraits in the left corner. Order them to complete different tasks, but remember, you need to take care of their needs. Yes, the top priority is their food, water, health, and energy, etc. It's almost like The Sims, but with like incredible survival aspects. It's crazy. It's like losing a battle of chivalry and then playing The Sims. It's such a perfect mix. Each character has a different set of strengths and weaknesses that determine what your survival excels at or not. You can see those feats in the biography window along with the character's backstory. Oh, very cool. Clear the debris. Oh, we can make a... Oh, I see. Yeah, we can unblock the hen house. Oh, it's just a bunch of wood there. Okay, we got tons of wood. All right, well, let's go ahead and have Bertram, who is our handyman. We can read a little bit about him here. Flint saved me, took care of me when I was broken, and I owe him. Good man. All right, well, let's send Binging with Babish over here to collect resources. And then let's send Flint over there to clear... We got to clear rubble, basically, is what we should do today. Now, we also need to send arrows to the Bastion, but we can do that pretty much any time. It looks like there's plenty of storage here at the camp. So, essentially, these are like free areas for supplies. Good. So, keep clearing. Oh, nice. We got some clean water, wood, and cloth. Fantastic. All right, let's examine the well. Let's send Flint over there. Bertram, you can head over there to grab some of the straw or whatnot. You remove the debris blocking the well. Sadly, to no avail. The well's base has been crushed by the trebuchet projectile. The shaft itself is blocked, and there's no way you could clear it before dying of thirst. Oh, really? Perhaps you could find some potable water in the city market under the cover of darkness. It's risky, but it's the best chance you have. You have no choice. It's true. All right, Bertram, Flint, go ahead and clear the what seems to be piles of straw and lumber. Ah, more greens. And, oh, looks like we found herbal medicine. I wonder if that means, oh, it's a mixture. Okay. Be good to find a mortar and pestle, I think is what those are called. Isn't that right? Or pedestal? Mortar and pedestal? And we can make medicine from that. Send the arrows to the Bastion. The tired and wounded need proper rest. Construct a bed in the keep. Well, Bertram, we helped him. Now he's got to help us. We need him to make a bed. Let's go ahead and see if we can do that. Let's go ahead and make a bed then for Flint, as he's been wounded from his adventures. Let's see here if we can make one. So we have our... Oh, we can make a dryer, a workbench. Oh. Schemes. Tools, torch, bundle of arrows. I see. Maybe we can make a bed inside this place. Sleep in bed 0. Keep. Let's see if we can actually have him do something in there. Sleep and regeneration. You can build beds in the keep to ensure better rest for your survivals. Bed rest also gives faster recovery to wounded and sick. Ah, okay. Remember to give them bandages and medication if their condition is serious. Your characters will get back on their feet with a combination of rest and healing items. Ah, okay. Well, let's go ahead and have Flint build a bed. I'd rather have Bertram do it, but let's go ahead and have Flint try to build his own bed. And Bertram try to build something as well. A workbench might be a good idea. And so that way we can make some other stuff. This isn't a workbench, is it? That's a stump with the sawhorse. Is that a different item? It is. Stump with sawhorse and workbench are two different things. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get something for the carpenter to work on. Now, this seems a little more important, so let's flip this over here. I don't want any enemy artillery to come in and hit these buildings. Let's build that there. Sorry, Flint. You're going to have to make your own bed. Bertram is just a skilled carpenter, so his skills might be a little better with the building of the little workbench there. But everybody's got to work. Everyone's got to fight. No one quits. Let's open the Bastion panel now and send them arrows. You can see reports about upcoming enemy assaults. Sometimes you'll need to scout behind enemy lines to actually obtain the information. It's important to keep the Bastion's strength as high as possible in order to minimize defender losses and wall damage. Ah, okay. So we can see basically at the top who's winning. So the enemy is in blue, we are in red. We want to make sure we have the most amount of equipment for our survivors and give them supplies accordingly so that way they can win the fight, as well as weapons and armor, like for example what we just found. Send arrows to the defenders to increase chances of survival. Oh, you got it then. Let's go ahead and send those arrows, and we should be able to send that armor too, bandages too if we need. Let's go ahead and send them 2 arrows. And let's see if we can bring back any of that armor. We found armor before. More supplies. Fertilizer, medicine. We did find a piece of armor. Perhaps it needs to be repaired. Oh, damaged light armor. So we won't be able to use it, but we can repair it and use it in another battle. So that'll be good. Bandage and a makeshift bandage. Let's give them everything they can possibly use to fight. Oh, wait a minute. We need one for our boy, though. Can be crafted in the herbal workshop. Let's give one to... We need one for Flint. So let's go ahead and send everything to them. So now we're +9 with the added equipment. So it's 30 plus 4, so we're going to lose by 1, perhaps? Oh, but wait a minute. Defender's ready to fight. +4, 11, okay. Bastion issues. Our soldiers don't have enough melee weapons, and we have nothing else for them, so this is the best we can do for now. We've got a new character in the castle. Some of the items won't be taken by the Bastion crew because there is no room in the Bastion. Oh, really? Wait, some of the items can't be taken. We'll dismiss that. Let's give them bandages and the arrows. Okay, it looks like it's no longer an issue. Send the supplies. Alright, we sent arrows to the Bastion. Or at least it's on our list of things to do. And now Flint can sleep, so let's have him go to bed. Bed 1 out of 4. And let's see if we can get Flint a bandage. Is there a way to use this? Use/take, hold to drag and drop. I'm not sure exactly how we do that. Let's see, Flint. How would we give Flint lightly wounded? I have to dress this wound and rest. I agree. Well, if we have him selected, left click is to take and use. Oh, he has to go to the storehouse to grab it. I see. and then he uses it at the bench. Excellent. And we can go back to bed. Okay. So sleep in the bed, my friend. And Bertram, send those supplies to the Bastion. Whew. Okay, that's exactly what he needed. And Flint is in a... looks like he is in a bed. Okay, I hope so. Sleep in the bed, 1 out of 1. Okay. Supplies have been sent. Search the city at night for clean water. Flint is wounded. Make a makeshift bandage and put him to rest for the night. Well, we found a makeshift bandage, but we can try to make some more if we need to. Let's see if we can make a quick bandage here. How do we do that? Herbal medicine, storehouse. Doesn't look like we can make any. Storehouse 2, we'll upgrade and make more things that way. Alright, it's almost nighttime. Let's check the storehouse real quick, or the workbench. Ah, so if we find ourselves wood, high quality wood, what appears to be firewood and iron, we can make arrows, or even better arrows, maybe. Bundle of arrows or tools. There's different things to make. Or a torch. Ah, a shovel. That's exactly what we want too, unless we find one. So that's going to be good for the future. Looks like we can make some more food here if we need to. But let's head into the city and prepare for nighttime. Nighttime scouting. Oh, well, that would be about time. Night is coming. Indeed it is. And knights are coming too to attack our city. We need to be careful. We might find some enemy combatants tonight. Looks like we still need to do things with the pigs, but we'll probably have to find some food for them. So Flint is sleeping tonight, and Bertram is going to scavenge the city. Obviously, he's sad from his family, but this is what we're going to have to do. Let's go back to the marketplace and see if there's more things to scavenge. But there's many other areas to go to. And obviously, different areas like the Low Town is going to be higher with textile, greens, and water because it looks like a farming area. But then obviously the Flitches are going to be higher in wood resources and building materials because it's probably the first place that was hit during the attack. And there's debris everywhere, not to mention most of it's probably made from just wood for the docks. So that'll be interesting to go and explore when we have the time, hopefully. Okay, we're sneaking. Looks like our character has an axe in his hand. Oh, he has a... did he bring a torch? Let's see. Let's check his inventory real quick. Well, looks like he has something in his hand, but I don't see anything in the inventory. Somewhere over here. There it is. Let's see if we can clear that out. That might allow us to get to the other side. Perhaps. Bertram's our muscle. He's going to get in there and clear things out of the way and be able to carry a lot of stuff. Very important for survival. Enemy patrols. The enemy guards patrol the city at night. Avoid their attention to remain undetected. If you stay in their field or view or make noise near them, they'll become aware of your presence. It's then a matter of seconds before you get detected, unless you escape in time. Oh, good. So we can go up over this little plank. Nice. Okay, there's an enemy soldier. Oh, boy. In fact, we can go down here. And we can hide if needed. What? That looks like it may go to a different area if we need to. Let's look around. Improvised shovel is broken. Oh, we won't be able to clear anything else. Something green going on? Oh, that's the, line of sight for that soldier there. And a body in the way, which means we need a torch. Alright, let's see if we can escape that patrol. By going very quietly to over here. It's a dead end. And we're going to have to sneak around him to get there. Dawn is breaking. Okay. Time to leave. Oh, damn. Enemy patrol. We're going to get caught out in the open. He might see us. We need to go. Whew, that was lucky. Alright. Time to return to the castle. See if the AI can smartly go. You've been spotted by the enemy. Run for your life. Ooh, this will be exciting. Even if you escape, the enemies will raise the alarm and increase the number of guards in the future. If that happens, better avoid going out. Every night, you avoid being spotted or just stay in the castle entirely, the alarm level will decrease a bit. By contrast, get spotted multiple nights in a row and the alarm level will raise to the point where the enemy's guarding every corner in the city. Really? Have we really been spotted, though? I think they just kind of heard us. They thought they heard somebody, but there's nobody chasing me. I also know that there's another woman out there waiting for us, another person that we can find who is a very good thief and also very talented at killing enemy soldiers. Basically like a ninja. The enemy assault approaches. We must get ready for the worst. The enemies are preparing to attack and we must support our soldiers to help them stop the assault. Start a new day. Well, let's immediately send supplies then. Bertram, go, go, go. Get over there. We're going to send to the castle. Well, we have nothing that we found. The enemy's going to wound us a bit then. We don't have anything else to... unless we can make some makeshift bandages. Let's see if we can make anything for them. I don't need medicine. Yeah, but we need to craft something. Let's have Flint do something here. Is there anything we can make on the herbal mixture that can cure diseases crafted in an upgraded herbal workshop? Herbal medicine. Oh, come on! I want to make bandages. We have a lot of stuff sitting around in terms of random cloth. Yeah, we have 3 cloth. Pieces of fabric that can be used to make bandages and to build some construction can be crafted in the herbal workshop. So how can I turn this into bandages, perhaps? I want to know the bandage recipe. We also found fertilizer and some meat, so we have food and water for a little while. So we'll be able to last quite some time. Let's see if we can get something here. Oh, Bertram's going to do that. Okay. And we have clean water over there. Anything else we can craft? Workbench, butcher... Oh, a butcher's table. Nice. Raw meat, fibers, and fodder. Excellent. Let's go ahead and build that with Bertram then. Another important building, so let's put that over here. Wait a minute. Is that the same... Wait, is that the... Wait a minute. Butcher's table. Build. Ah, there we go. I selected the other one before. Good. Put that over here. Important buildings. That'll be perfect in that corner. Siege. The enemy is firing siege engines. A flying rock can cause serious damage when it hits a character or workshop. But some of the stones can be collected to used to strengthen the walls of the Bastion. Oh boy. The defenders do everything they can to defend the castle against the invaders. The items you provide give them a light of hope for survival. Alright, here we go. The battle's begun. Our troops are down by 1. We found arrows and bandages and some armor, but we weren't able to repair it. So we'll continue on to fight. Here comes those massive rocks now flying at us. The siege is hitting. We should probably get our characters into cover for now. Unless they've stopped. Bastion, is there anything else? Here you can check the status of the Bastion's fortification. Send collected stone to strengthen the walls. Oh, we can do something else to prepare beforehand. Alright, grab the stone. Go, gentlemen. We have no time to spare. Oh no, the storehouse is going to take a massive hit. Oh no, the wall blocked it. Come on, get that stone going. Flint, we gotta go, man. Take all rubble. Come on, Flint. He's dying of thirst. We'll get you water tomorrow. Come on, bro. Let's rummage over here. Anything else? You can take some water in just a second, Flint. Come on, we gotta help those soldiers. Alright, go have a water. Alright, let's send that stuff to the Bastion. Okay, send the rocks. Okay, Bertram, send the stuff. Go. The battle continues. Bertram, forget that. Let's go. Deliver bandages for wounded soldiers. The battle has ended. Our soldiers took the lives of many enemies, but their numbers are still high. All right, let's repair that wall. There we go. Oh boy. More attacks coming in. A necessary sacrifice. Our defenders weren't properly prepared for the Ishmirs. They did what they could, but they paid a huge price for stopping the invaders. 2 soldiers wounded. Well, that's not that bad. That's good. They were able to defend, and we'll have to get them bandages then. The enemy is assaulted, and they are firing projectiles at us. The enemy continues to progress. and press our soldiers. They're wounded. Our soldiers took the lives of many enemies, but their numbers are still high. Well, wait a minute. They took the lives of enemies, but yet only a few of ours were wounded? That's not a high price to pay at all. A couple of wounds versus stopping an enemy assault and killing all their troops? A fair trade. Well, actually, not for them. All right, Flint, get back to work. Make that butcher's table, my man. All right. We have more characters to find, we have more things to build, and we have more things to see in a game that I really want to actually do a live stream on sometime in the future and see if we can do a full playthrough on this one. This is just a taste of what this game has to offer, and I think it's really a nice siege survival simulator. Many games offer you the position to be in that survival situation during a military conflict, and this is another one to add to your library if you like survival games, and especially medieval games. That's it for our time here today, so thanks again to the developers for sponsoring today's episode, and I hope to see this game get even more improvements in features and stories, as it has a really nice little aspect of it of really hardcore survival. Brutal stuff going on here in the middle of a massive and bloody conflict. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for leaving a like on the way out and subscribing to the channel. Again, pick this one up today with the link in the description or down below in the comment section, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks very much for being here. Glory to Raptoria, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone, and have a great day.